Well, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you all for having us. It's really a pleasure to be here to represent Long Beach and to talk a little bit about something we're very proud of, which is BizPort. A little bit quick about Long Beach. So Long Beach is a city of about 500,000 people. It's on the coast, downtown by the water, very diverse. And a lot of people don't realize that the community of Long Beach itself is pretty large. In fact, there are more people in the city of Long Beach than Atlanta, Georgia, Miami, Florida, St. Louis, and Pittsburgh. So Long Beach is a big city in a very big state. And for us, one thing about Long Beach that's also unique is that we have a very diverse population of businesses, of corporations, of folks that just want to get by and make a better community. We're very fortunate to have had Code for America as a partner for us. The work that they've done for us this last year, and really plus, has been pretty amazing. And we're very proud of the product, which we know that Mark is going to talk to you about in just a minute. And the other thing I'll say is one thing that was really important for us in this whole project was focusing on entrepreneurship, but ensuring and making sure that entrepreneurship was accessible to everyone. The largest driver of job creation and good job creation in Long Beach is not our large corporations. It's not Virgin Galactic. It's not Mercedes-Benz. It's not Molina Healthcare, who we all love. It's our small businesses. It's a mom and pop. It's a Latino business owner. It's a Cambodian couple opening up a shop. And so we wanted to create something accessible to them. And so with that, I'm going to turn this over to Mark, who's going to really show you all what this is all about and what BizPort's about.
Thank you very much, Mayor. So as with all of Code for America's work, we really wanted to start with the user. So here's one of our users. There we are. This is Marquis. So Marquis was a gentleman who showed up to one of our early events in the year. And he had a question for us. He said, I'm a small businessman. I draw beach cartoons. What do I need to do to make my business official? Do I need a business license? How do I go about getting one? Is there anything else I need? Really what he was saying to us was, I don't know what I don't know. I don't even know where to start. And this was something we heard time and again as we spoke to entrepreneurs. Here was the process that Marquis was going through, trying to answer that question, trying to give himself a picture. He would first search around online and find a variety of different websites. So those were city websites, community websites. They had different slices of information, and then sometimes even conflicting information. So ultimately, he ended up speaking to city staff. Now, city staff may have had to pass in between departments, and while he was able to get his question answered, it wasn't any easier for the next entrepreneur. They were going to have to go through the same process. So we considered a different pattern. And this different pattern is he has a question, he finds one website that has all the information he needs in one place, and then if that doesn't work out, if there's something missing, he speaks to a staff member. But in speaking to the staff member, new documentation is created. They write down what happened in that interaction, and it's a feedback loop that drives the website becoming better for the next entrepreneur. This is a scalable solution. So that iterative pattern is something I want to talk about. And to do that, I want to introduce some baked goods. So imagine you're making a wedding cake. You could shoot straight for making that wedding cake, your first time. Spend all day in the kitchen, and maybe people like it, and maybe they don't. If they like it, great. If they don't, that's a lot of time in the kitchen. Instead, imagine a cupcake. Cupcake, same ingredients, cake, frosting, topping, etc., but a lot less effort. So we thought, let's start with the cupcake. Let's do the smallest thing we can to test and prove out before we do the huge amount of work to follow. So here was our cupcake. The first business portal had just 7 pages, bare bones information to start a business, but it was enough to go out and speak to entrepreneurs and say, hey, do you like this? Is this good? So we did, and we asked them, what more information do you want? How do you want that information organized? And that led us to version 2, 20-odd pages, and these pages broken into 3 categories, plan, apply, and launch. That was enough for us to then go out again, but this time with a new charter. What can we do to make that content as accessible as possible to the broadest audience possible? So we considered visual accessibility, from text sizes to color contrast, reading level to make sure that it was accessible to those for whom English might not be their first language, and then also mobile-first design, considering not only people on the go, but those who may not have desktop computers at home, who may be only on mobile devices or tablets. And that brought us to version 3. So this is version 3. This is more or less where we are today, but that's not the end of the story. Websites, like cities, are never done. They continue to evolve. They need to continue to evolve based upon the needs of the users, what's going on in the community. So we built not just a website, but a whole system. A system where we're measuring what's going on with the website, where we're learning from that, and where we're turning around and assigning our learnings to new tasks that drive the website forward. So we do collect metrics and follow them on the interactions with the website. And we convene a group of people every month as an analytics club. That's both city stakeholders as well as community stakeholders discussing what will make the entrepreneur's experience better on a routine basis. And that's how Marquee becomes not just a consumer of the city's services, but an active participant in the creation of those services. And that's what user-centered design is really all about.
Absolutely, and one thing that we're really proud about with BizPort is, first of all, we believe in Long Beach, and I think that Code for America would agree. We think that they have built one of the best business portals of any city anywhere in the country. It's accessible. I believe it's easy to use. Absolutely, it's easy to use. But what really makes BizPort unique, and what I'm really proud about, is that there's this whole idea around equity. That the site, whether it's on mobile or whether it's the desktop version, is accessible to everyone. I mean, there's videos in multiple languages. It's accessible. They were considering and thinking about seniors and young people and folks from all over and from all parts of the community. And that's, I think, what makes this project very special to us in Long Beach, being a very diverse community. I'll also add, and these guys know this as well. You know, once they have built something for us. Now it's our job to make sure that we're implementing it correctly, that we're putting the resources in place so that it's supported long term, that we're always ensuring that we're providing and investing resources so that it grows, adapts, and continues to change and really provide services for the city. So we're in this long term. This process has also really allowed us to develop and think about other parts of the city that we can really innovate and add other innovations to. So we're very proud of it. Long Beach is a proud partner with Code for America, and we want to thank you all for learning a little bit about BizPort today. Thank you.
Mayor Garcia, before we step off stage, I want to thank you for all the work together this year with the cupcake.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mayor.
It's my favorite kind. It's red velvet.